Nigeria's largest airline, Airpeace, has taken a giant step towards reshaping the nation's aviation industry. The airline officially commenced the construction of a 32 billion naira maintenance, repair and overhaul facility known as an MRO at the Murtala Muhammed International Airport, Lagos. This landmark project, once completed, will end decades of dependence on foreign countries for aircraft servicing, a practice that has drained billions of naira in foreign exchange from Nigeria.
This MRO will not only maintain Airpeace. The MRO at the end of the day will branch out of Airpeace. Airpeace is the visionary and starting it, but at the end of the day, it will operate on its own. Servicing Airpeace, Airpeace will pay them. Servicing other Nigerian airlines, they will pay them. Servicing other airlines out of Africa and every continent of this world. That is our vision. A revolution is coming.
At the groundbreaking ceremony, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, did not hide his excitements. He explained that domestic airlines spend staggering amounts abroad on aircraft maintenance. Airpeace alone, he revealed, spent close to 180 billion naira in just 1 year. Keyamo stressed that the new facility will save the nation an enormous amount of foreign exchange while also attracting global airlines to Nigeria for servicing. What this facility is going to save for this country is incredible, he says, adding that it will also open the door for foreign inflows and investment.
That instead of the president flying his presidential fleet to all parts of the world to repair, they will bring it here. The presidential fleet will come here when it's complete. Why? Because it will be cheaper and most effective. What you are looking for in Europe will be here. So you don't even need to ask whether government must patronize it. It will. It must, because it will be the cheapest and most effective and the best option for government. In the whole of West Africa and Central Africa, you don't have top-notch MROs like this. You have some in Ethiopia, but that is basically for Ethiopian Airlines. They only take few from outside. South Africa has 1 or 2 facilities too, but basically for their own consumption. The whole of Central West Africa, they don't have.
Airpeace founder and CEO Onyema also shared of his vision. He described the hangar, which is being built on 34,000 square meters of land, as a massive facility that will be completed in just 15 months. According to Onyema, the MRO will be the largest in Africa, capable of servicing wide-body aircraft like the Boeing 777 alongside 5 other planes at the same time. He emphasized that the project will not only cut costs but will also create a wave of opportunities. Over 50,000 direct and indirect jobs are expected to emerge, alongside extensive training programs for Nigerian engineers and technical staff.
And at the end of 15 months, by God's grace, it will be ready. And it's an MRO that can take a wide-body plane like the 777. This MRO will take 1 777 inside with about 5 other airplanes at the same time. It's going to be the biggest MRO in Africa.
Beyond aircraft servicing, the MRO will also include specialized shops for brakes, wheels, batteries, and much more, making it a hub for aviation technology. Backing the project, the Bank of Industry Nigeria, represented by Executive Director Mrs. Ifeoma Uzopala, reaffirmed their support. She highlighted the massive foreign exchange savings, job creation, and industry-wide benefits that will flow once the MRO becomes operational. This facility, when completed, will not just serve Airpeace, it will serve private jets, international airlines, and potentially transform Nigeria into a regional hub for aircraft maintenance and innovation. The Airpeace MRO project stands as a bold move in reshaping Africa's aviation future, cutting down capital flights and creating thousands of jobs, proving once again that Nigeria can build, innovate, and thrive in the global aviation space. Welcome to another powerful story of vision, courage, and transformation. Today we spotlight one man, one name that echoes across Africa and beyond. Dr. Onyema, billionaire entrepreneur and CEO of Airpeace. When we speak of Dr. Onyema, we do not just speak of a man who built an airline. We speak of a dream where Africa is no longer a passenger in global aviation, but a pilot shaping its own destiny. Under his visionary leadership, Airpeace has grown into the largest black-owned airline in the world, lifting Nigeria and West Africa high into the skies of Europe, Middle East, and now South America. Airpeace is more than a company. It is a symbol of what happens when determination meets opportunity and when vision meets courage. Like the eagle that does not ask permission to fly, Dr. Onyema spread the wings of air peace, and today those wings cast a mighty shadow of African pride across the skies. With a fleet of over 40 aircraft, including state-of-the-art Boeing 777s flying palaces of comfort and safety, and the modern Embraer jets for regional routes, Air Peace is equipped to dominate both long-haul international flights and short regional journeys. Each aircraft is more than steel. It is a voice shouting, Africa can, Africa will, Africa has risen. From Lagos to Abuja, Port Harcourt to Kano, Enugu to Maiduguri, Air Peace connects virtually every major Nigerian city. Beyond Nigeria, it dominates West African skies, flying to Accra, Abidjan, Banjul, Monrovia, Freetown, Lome, Douala, and more. Truly, when Air Peace roars, the region listens. But Dr. Onyema's ambition doesn't stop at regional dominance. Air Peace has launched successful flights to London God Week, with London Heathrow set for October 2025. Even more groundbreaking direct flights from Lagos to Sao Paulo, Brazil and Rio de Janeiro beginning in November this year. This bold move is historic, connecting Africa's largest economy with Latin America's largest. It is more than an air route, it is a cultural and economic bridge, a reunion of two continents through aviation. Signed under the Nigeria-Brazil Bilateral Air Peace Air Services Agreement (BASA), this achievement reflects the dividends of international diplomacy, with Air Peace at the center of history. As Brazilian President Lula da Silva said, increasing direct connections between Nigeria and Brazil is essential to strengthening the ties between our societies. And so Dr. Onyema is not just building an airline, he is building bridges with wings and engines, connecting people's economies and cultures. Air Peace is not just an airline, it is Africa's flag in the sky, and Dr. Onyema is the captain of that destiny. The eagle has flown, the bridge has been built, and Africa has risen. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more inspiring stories.
I don't like flying private jet. I like flying with my passengers. If I believe in what I'm giving people, I should be able to find myself there. 2 days ago, myself, my wife and my 4 children, we flew from Abuja, and people were saying, Alan, why do you and your whole family flying on one aircraft? That is risky, that's dangerous. I said, well, the lives of the other people, about 140 other people on my aircraft, my own life and that of my family is not better than theirs. So, except I don't believe in what I'm giving them to fly in. But let me tell you something, Dr. King. There's something you have to learn. Please don't look down on anybody. Don't even look down on yourself. Don't look down on anybody in your life, no matter what you are, no matter who you are. Never you ever, because God could use the next person to uplift you. When I was working in Ochoji, I had these garage boys. They were my friends, and one happened to belong to a family that had this large expanse of land in Alagbado, and he took me there to show me their property. I helped them to bring some buyers. A week later, after I got the employment, they sent for me, the entire family. They had about 400 plots of land. They said they were giving it to me to sell on behalf of the
400 plots of land.
Yes, in Alagbado. Apart from Nureni Yusuf, the former Air Vice Marshal, may so rest in peace, I don't think there was anybody who owned anything apart from families bigger than me by 1991 over there. So they gave me to sell. That's where you have AIT now and some other. They gave them to me to sell for 5,000 naira in 1990.
400 plots of land.
Yes, each one 5,000 naira. And what will be my own? I asked them. They said anything you put on top is yours. We're not going to pay you commission. So I started settling. I saw the first 6 plots. The first thing I did was to go to National Concord, the Chief MKO Abiola's National Concord, one of the biggest newspapers in those days. I went there, I put my money there, run adverts, and was selling like hotcake. So if I'd sold 10 plots, I'll be making 50,000. In those days, 20,000 can buy you a brand new car. So I was making millions. And somebody advised me, Airline, start buying those properties yourself too. You have enough money. So I now floated Onyema and company, the real estate company. So I bought about 87 of those plots. This is how I've been, right from my high school days. What ambition would I have as a 12-year-old or 14-year-old? I've always been, I used to share with indigent students whatever my parents gave me. Those poor students, I used to share my provisions with them. I could give my friends all my and remain hungry. It's been like that. I've been like that from childhood. So I've always put up myself to provide solutions where solutions are actually needed. That's what I'm trying to say. Like in Epis, this company, I don't care about anything about money. After COVID, I recalled every staff of Epis. I restored them to 100% of their salaries. You don't need to be a millionaire to start thinking about selflessness. You need to be selfless in your thoughts. Because even the Bible says, love thy neighbor. You need to be selfless in your thoughts. You must try at all times also to be patriotic to your nation. You must seek those things that add value to the community, to the society you live in. You see, one thing you have to know is that there are some businesses you will do. You don't need to employ many people, but that kind of business will be giving you billions of dollars. Yet you don't need so many people to work with you. There are some businesses you will do. They will be giving you maybe 1 million naira, but it will employ a lot of people. So I now started looking for a kind of business that could, employ the critical mass of unemployed people in this country. There's a lot of poverty out there, and I don't believe that I'm going to go to my grave with my wallet. I cannot go to my grave with my bank account. It's the legacy you leave behind that matters.
Because I saw a huge gap. No Nigerian airline is doing international. Most Nigerian airlines fell by the wayside.
I was making money. I was helping people. I was doing a lot of philanthropy. I have so many people, thousands of people on my foundation, going to school, that I pay school fees for. Even today, we've instructed the bank to pay out a lot of money on behalf of people. I do those things. Then you have some people who come to me. Oh, I want to do business. Could you give me this XYZ amount of money or dollars? You give them, the next moment they come back again. They keep on coming back. Some were taking advantage of me too. So my father now said, why not set up business and get these people employed instead of giving them money? There are so many things to be done in Africa. Like I said, Africa is a virgin continent, waiting to be, this virgin and tapped. There are so many things, millions of things yet undone. You just face one area, you're going to make it. I set up this airline not because I want to enrich myself. That is why I do what I do. I don't divert the money to anything. I use it for the staff. I give them bonus at the end of the day. And my staff, they have free medicals. Our medical covers both surgery, childbirth, surgery and other things, not just malaria medical. So we try to, we increase salaries, we look at the economy, things are going down, we touch the salary a bit so that people will be able to. My happiness is seeing thousands of indigent people being employed, having a means of livelihood. We were supposed to come back to Nigeria the following day. We had to go back to America. We went back to Texas to go and meet Jetram, Douglas Jaffe. We said, we've come back again. What is the problem this time? We want to buy Boeing. He said, why do you want to buy Boeing? I said, I want something that can give jobs to my people. He now looked at me, the white man looked at me and said, don't you think it's a dangerous field for you to venture? Airlines don't last in your country. And there's no gain in airline business. I said, I know, but it could give jobs to people. The man stood up and hugged me. He said, this is the first time a Nigerian will be coming here. The man is a billionaire in dollars. They sell planes in 200s. So he came to me and said, this is the first time a Nigerian will be coming here and be talking about his people. I'm going to help you.